What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Ty, the Ambassador, man, back with another one. Shout out all the subscribers, all the people that are tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you have not subscribed, man. I actually meant to do this review yesterday. Got caught up, got busy, you know what I'm saying? Cleaning the house. I'm doing laundry right now, you know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that got kids, y'all understand. You know, Sundays is like usually laundry, cleanup day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all the parents, all the single fathers out there, all the single mamas out there that's making it happen, all the married couples out there that got kids making it happen. Y'all already know what it is, man. Weekend, we're cleaning up the house, you know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd put this video out, man. We are reviewing the Iceman album from Drake. Dropped May 15th, man. Dropped a couple days ago, Friday. But check this out. There was some leakage going around, you know, like late Wednesday, late Thursday night, like a day or two before the official release date. You know what I'm saying? 1 a.m. in Albany was kind of floating around. Drake was talking his stuff on there, you know what I'm saying? Some shots at LeBron, some shots at Kendrick, you know what I mean? A couple shots at J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Dope single, you know what I mean? Now, I got to preface this video by saying this, bro, and I just want everybody to hear me real clear. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I'm not one of these people that just gets oh so excited every time Drake announces that he's about to release a project. You know what I'm saying? I have been a casual fan of sorts of Drake, you know, since he's been putting out music. You know what I'm saying? I think the first time I heard him, I was in prison. You know what I mean? That was back like 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. Started messing with Young Money. I was reading about him and, you know, the double XLs and the sources that this was one of the guys to watch. And, you know, I was impressed at first, you know, when I first heard him, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, dude got some lines, you know what I mean? And then just over time though, like, you know, he's done a lot of other genres of music. He's kind of experimenting, you know, he's an artist, you know what I'm saying, which is fine and that's all good, you know. Drake, for the most part, is not my personal cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? But he does have music that I mess with, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but we're going to get into it. I wrote some stuff down, man. Overall, this album is very somber sounding, you know what I'm saying? Opens up with Make Them Cry. It's pretty laid back. Drake's being very reflective on, you know, his career, things he's accomplished in life. The beef with Kendrick gets referenced directly and indirectly, like, all throughout this album. You know what I'm saying? Dust. First beat was cool. Second beat I thought was hard. There's a lot of beat switch-ups on this album, man. Drake is really kind of going for different sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these tracks are starting off, like, very mellow, very somber, and then he'll kick it up a notch, you know what I'm saying? Halfway through, he'll switch up the beat, you know what I mean? Whisper My Name, dope track. Ran to Atlanta, man, with Future, man. That's going to be what I like to call them stadium rockers. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, when you watch the NBA or the NFL, like in between plays, you know what I'm saying? When the coach is talking to the players and they be playing those songs that like got the whole stadium rocking, you know, the DMX, the Rough Riders anthem, the T.I. and Rihanna, you know, Live Your Life, those type of things. Ran to Atlanta is definitely going to be one of them stadium rockers. Real good workout song, man. If you're driving fast, man, you know what I'm saying? I was shocked to hear Future, man, coming on. Man, boy had that Percocet flow, man. You know what I'm saying? Future, you still popping them pills, man? He hit us with that Percocet flow, man. You know, when he getting that, you know, that boy been popping Addies, all types of stuff, man. You know, I like Future, man. Shout out Future, man. Shebang. I like the cadence that Drake was using on that song. Me personally, that's a skip for me. That's not a track that I'm going to be revisiting. I listened to it twice. I'm like, I like the flow that you're playing with, but I wasn't really a big fan of the song. Make Them Pay. To me, this is my favorite song. This is the standout song on the album. Very somber. Drake's got the female vocals chopped up in the background. That's a dope track, man. You know what I'm saying? He's really reflecting back on, you know, his partaking of the back and forth with Kendrick and just how everybody has perceived, you know, him. You know, he touches on the lawsuit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? All throughout the album, by the way, you know what I'm saying? But that, to me, that was the dope stuff. That was like, it's a real simple boom bap type of track, which, you know, that's really my lane when it comes to like hip hop or just rap music. You know what I'm saying? That's more like kind of what I lean towards. That's kind of what I grew up on. You know what I mean? That was good. And he was doing some dope rapping on there, man. Bees on the Table, dope. And like, if you're a real rap connoisseur, you're gonna recognize like the chorus and the ad-libs when they're going bees on the table. It's reminiscent of old Memphis rap. You know what I'm saying? So all them, you know, 3-6 Mafia, Playa Fly, Tommy Wright the Third, Indo G. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta be a historian, man, really be in them crates to kind of understand that influence. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I believe Drake has some roots in Memphis, right? Like family on his dad's side or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know he, you know, Drake listens to everything. That's one thing I do respect about that man. You know, he has an ear for different sounds. Drake knows what's going to be hot. If it's not hot now, this is what's going to be the next thing to pop. You know what I'm saying? Drake knows how to go back through the crates. You know what I'm saying? Remember back in the day, you know, he had the little controversy, you know, people saying that he was biting bars from Rapping Forte or biting his flow, stuff like that. But that lets you know that the man has an ear for music. He really is a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing but respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, you know, what you or myself or anybody else may think of him on a personal level, you know, as a man, as a human being or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We all got character flaws, right? But you can't deny the brother's artistry. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely got an ear for beats and for different sounds and different cadences and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Firm Friends, to me, this is pretty much like Make 'Em Pay Part 2. That's the song that I was just praising a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? It's the same formula. It's very somber. That word keeps coming back. You know, it's very, if y'all remember Smashing Pumpkins or if you listen to like Portishead, it's very like laid back, borderline like manic depressive type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? It's just them songs you turn on, man, when you just kind of in one of them moods where you really reflective and doing some deep thinking, kind of cleansing out your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like the rain is coming on the car window or your bedroom window. You're just kind of reflective. You know what I'm saying? You're just kind of thinking back on your life and your family and your kids and your ex-girlfriend and your ex-wife and all these different type of things. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to me, Firm Friends is pretty much Make 'Em Pay Part 2. It's the same formula. He's being introspective. Again, he's reflecting on everything that's gone down with his career, with his life. Kind of highlights, like I said, the past couple years with the thing with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? For me, Burning Bridges and National Treasures, those are skips for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back to those things. I listened to National Treasures twice. Once audio only, then once I checked out the music video. Dope video. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partner Robbie actually did we tried to do a review of the music video for National Treasures the other day. You know what I'm saying? We got copyright struck almost immediately. You know what I'm saying? Drake got them peoples, man, on you. I will say this, man. So Drake dropped 3 projects, to my understanding. You know what I'm saying? Friday. And the buzz online is that he had 3 albums that he owed his record label. So he, you know, did what a lot of artists have done in the past. Prince has done this before. I think Pac did this right before he died. You know, he you know, them last projects, man, like, here you go. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously, unfortunately, Pac died before he was able to see, you know, what the next stage would have looked like for him post-death row. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not mistaken, I think that Machiavelli was like the last project that he was signed up for death row. You know what I'm saying? He was actually trying to get off the label, cut ties. That's some history, you know what I'm saying, for all the rap nerds out there, you know what I'm saying, for all the young bucks that be going back doing their research, man. So that's a little gem for y'all to go, you know, do your research on. But Drake basically is a free agent now. You know what I'm saying? So the question is now, what's next for him? You know what I'm saying? He can drop 3 albums. He is I think the #1 streamed artist at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Spotify numbers is through the roof. You know what I mean? YouTube numbers is through the roof right now. The brother's dropped like mad visuals for these projects. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? I personally, and like I said, I preface this video by saying that I'm not the hugest Drake fan, but if I'm being objective, I give the project a solid 7.5. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope project. Again, being objective, just as a fan of rap and as a fan of music, it's a dope project. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake didn't do too much other than what you expect from Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rapping. There's some slick lines here and there. You know what I'm saying? The Drake fans, the Drake hive is going to be pleased. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that they can really complain about. You know what I'm saying? It's an album full of singles. You know what I'm saying? He can drop all these tracks as singles and they're going to go. You know what I'm saying? The club, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be hearing this in the parking lot. You're going to be hearing this, you go to the gym. You're going to be hearing these things, man. NBA, NFL, you're going to be hearing these type of songs. You're going to be hearing stuff off this project, man. So Drake accomplished what he set out to accomplish. Now, if I'm being biased, if I get in my real critical bag, you know what I'm saying? I think the rapping on the project is mediocre at best. And I know it hurts the souls of a lot of you Drake stans out there, but let me explain something that I've noticed about a lot of Drake fans, man. Check this out. A lot of the hardcore, diehard Drake fans I have noticed are not barsmiths. They're not barologists. You know what I'm saying? They think Drake is one of the greatest rappers in the world. You could just read the YouTube comments and see. And I've seen a lot of his fans tripping about lines that we've all heard before. If you're like a real bar person, you've heard some of these lines like the Dubai type stuff. We've heard like in battle rap for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've heard these things, and we know Drake watches battle rap, right? And I'm not saying Drake is directly biting, battle rappers or other artists, but I've heard a lot of lines that he's rapped over the years. I've heard these before from other artists and from battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's a conscious decision or a subconscious thing, I already told you earlier in the video, he has an ear for different sounds and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my biggest critique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's okay to be like a bar person, to listen to somebody like, a Nas or, I don't know, Mobb Deep or The Lox or, people like that. You know what I'm saying? If you go old school, like, Black Thought, Andre 3000, you kind of in that type of bag, Nipsey Hussle. These are all barsmiths. These are all people that took that pen real serious, and they wrote really clever, witty things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Drake does that, and sometimes, like I said, sometimes he says things that like would be super duper dope if they hadn't been said like 100 other times before. You know what I'm saying? So again, for the casual rap fan and for the hardcore, diehard Drake fans, they're going to be pleased because they're hearing these things for the first time. Like, oh my God, he said such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? When in my mind, I'm like, yo, I heard Danny Myers say that same bar. You know what I'm saying? I heard Sue Surf say something very, very similar. I heard, Jay-Z or Nas say something real similar. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me hating. That's me being, like I said, in my critical bag. I've been listening to rap since I was 4 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? I listen to everything from Nas to Big L to Gucci Mane to 2 Chainz to Company Flow to Tupac, Da Brat, Wu-Tang, like, the list goes on and on. Currency, like, I'm a bar guy. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening for a while. So, again, that's not me hating. That's just me being, being real. You know what I'm saying? If I put on my real cap, if I take off my casual objective cap and I put on my real cap, you know what I'm saying? Drake is mediocre at, with the original lines. You know what I'm saying? We've heard better lines. We've heard better rapping. You know what I'm saying? But for the Drake fan, they're going to be pleased. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all go check out the Iceman album. If you are a Drake fan, if you are just a rap person like myself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna check it out just for the sake of conversation. And yeah, man, we're gonna spin the block, you know what I'm saying? Check out some more albums here soon. I would encourage everybody also, man, go check out his other projects. Go check out his other 2 projects, you know what I'm saying? I heard one of them is more like for the females, more like on the singing style Drake, R&B Drake, which, you know, I'm not mad at. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he is a complete artist, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all go check it out, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. If I'm bugging, man, leave it in the comments. If I'm being a hater, leave it in the comments. If you agree with me, leave it in the comments, man. Show love, man. Peace.